looking for a place that I'd rather be. I've been searching for my own destiny. I raise my gun to the sky and scream out loud. This is my life, this is my hope, this is what I stand for. Now is the time to let it all. We are the young ones that fight for survival. We will watch it like a night on the fire. We are the young ones that fight for survival. We will watch it like a night on the fire. We will watch it like a night on the fire. I've been looking for a place that I'd rather be. I've been searching for my own destiny. I raise my gun to the sky and scream out loud. This is my life, this is my hope, this is what I stand for. Now is the time to let it all. We are the young ones that fight for survival. We will watch it like a night on the fire. We are the young ones that fight for survival. We will watch it like a night on the fire. We will watch it like a night on the fire. Not to lose the game. The darkest night is always seen. We don't need nothing, we're face to face. I've heard about you, you know about me. Already enough not to lose the game. The darkest night is always seen. We don't need nothing, we're face to face. I've heard about you, you know about me. Already enough not to lose the game. No, not to lose the game. No, not to lose the game. Not to lose the game. Not to lose the game. Lose the game. Lose the game. Lose the game. Not to lose the game. The darkest night is always seen. We don't need nothing, we're face to face. I've heard about you, you know about me. Already enough not to lose the game. The sweetest Not to lose the game. No, no, nobody. Not to lose the game. No, nobody. Not to lose the game. Not to lose the game. Not to lose the game. Lose the game. Lose the game. Lose the game. Not to lose the game. Lose the game. Lose the game. Lose the game. Not to lose the game.
I used to dream about money, about a big house, but all I want is you. Your touch of fire when you love me, desirable, attainable, yeah, all I want is you. We are all the same, fame, attention, confirmation. Why do we care? What is it worth? What is it all worth? We are all the same. We want to be loved, but that is not the same as being loved by you. We are all the same. We want to be loved, but that is not the same as when I'm by you, by you. I used to dream about a cruiser that drove against the wind, but all I want is you. I know that fire when you touch me, my vision gets so dimmed. Yeah, all I want is you. We are all the same, fame, attention, confirmation. Why do we care? What is it worth? What is it all worth? We are all the same. We want to be loved, but that is not the same as being loved by you. We are all the same. We want to be loved, but that is not the same as when I'm loved by you. By you. By you. What is it all worth? We are all the same. We want to be loved, but that is not the same as being loved. By you. By you.
I left my job, my boss, my car, and my home. I'm leaving for a destination I still don't know. Somewhere nobody must have duties at all. And if you like this, you can follow me. So let's go, follow me, and let's go to the place where we belong and leave our troubles at home. Come with me, we can go to a paradise of love and joy, a destination unknown. No, 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 no.
I've been lost here, neath the neon lights. come clean. Let go all the things that you bring, 'cause they bind memories that will keep you from traveling free. Lay it all down when you go alone. Lay it all down when you go alone. Lay it all down. Lay it all down. It's Robin's Quiz, starring Robin, got a green screen and a PowerPoint with lots of knowledge. It's Friday night, starring Robin, grab your husband, wife and kids, it's time for answering questions. I just hope there's no Star Wars around tonight. Robin's Quiz.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this week's Friday quiz. Thank you again to my anonymous benefactor who keeps sending me quiz t-shirts, although it does look like the question marks are going a little bit transparent. As always, we've got 6 rounds of questions tonight to go through with all of you. Thank you already for all your lovely messages in the chat. Great to see you all chipping in there already. I don't think we've got anyone new, but just in case we do, I'm going to do 2 rounds of questions, then we'll do that round's answers, and we'll work our way through all 6 rounds in that fashion. I hope everyone is having a lovely Friday. Love for you all to spend it with me on YouTube. And I apologise in advance in that it's Children in Need, and it's Friday the 13th, and I failed to account for either when I was putting this quiz together. So, without further ado, let's crack on to our first round, which is general knowledge. So 10 questions and 1 point each. Small and perfectly formed lockdowners again. Glad to see you here. And to be fair, the small and perfectly formed lockdowners won last time, so there's a reputation to maintain. Okay, so question number 1. 4 of these 5 girls' names were invented by William Shakespeare. Which one was not? Jessica, Wendy, Olivia, Imogen, and Miranda. So which one of these 5 names was not invented by William Shakespeare? Jessica, Wendy, Olivia, Imogen, or Miranda? Okay, question number 2. In which European country is Zealand, the place that makes New Zealand new, located? Question number 2. In which European country is Zealand, the place that makes New Zealand new, located? Question number 3. Which of the following is not a lesser ancient Greek mythological deity? Hermaphroditus, Hathor, Nemesis, Hecate, or Morpheus? My pronunciations are almost definitely completely wrong. So, which of the following is not a lesser ancient Greek mythological deity? Hermaphroditus, Hathor, Nemesis, Hecate, or Morpheus? And Paul, hexagon is the bestagon. Okay, moving on. Question number 4. Which electrical component is at the heart of every microprocessor? A modern Intel chip holding more than 1 billion of them. Question number 4. What electrical compound is at the heart of every microprocessor? A modern Intel chip holding more than 1 billion of them. And number 5. What does this symbol of the 2-letter F's on this sheet music mean? Question number 5. What does this symbol here of 2-letter F's on this sheet music mean? Question number 6. Approximately how many weeks does it take for a baby to be able to produce tears? There is a range of acceptable answers. And this is after birth. So approximately how many weeks after birth does it take for a baby to be able to produce tears? And there's a range. If you name any week number within that range, then obviously I'll give you the point. Okay, number 7. We've all spent a fair bit of time looking at maps of the United States recently. But which of these shows the true size of Alaska when compared to the continental United States? So, here is the continental United States. I'm going to show you 4. So which one of these is the true size of Alaska? Is it A? Is it B? Is it C? Or is it D? Now here is a diagram showing all 4 at the same time. So A, B, C, or D, which one of these shows the true size of Alaska when compared to the continental United States? Okay, moving on. Question number 8. What was the name of the post-World War I intergovernmental organization founded on the 10th of January 1920, whose principal mission was to maintain world peace? So question number 8. What was the name of the post-World War I intergovernmental organization founded on the 10th of January in 1920, whose principal mission was to maintain world peace? Number 9. Which famous artist painted these pictures of the same scene before and after eye surgery? So, which famous artist painted these pictures of the same scene before and after eye surgery? Did the surgery go wrong? When we get to the answers, I will explain the why this occurred. I won't explain it now. It didn't go wrong. Didn't necessarily go right. Anyway, our final question. Number 10, as is tradition, in what year did the following events occur? So Walt Disney's feature film Peter Pan premiered. Joseph Stalin died. The first James Bond novel, Casino Royale, was published. Crick and Watson published their description of the double helix structure of DNA. The Korean War ended with the Korean Armistice Agreement. Tony Blair, Pierce Brosnan, Xi Jinping, Hulk Hogan, and Cyndi Lauper were all born. So in what year did all of these events occur? As always, as we're working through the round, if you want to see any questions again, do just let me know. I'll happily flick back. Otherwise, we'll get ready and go into round 2. Okay, so round 2 is fun with flags. It's a flag round. I've not done a flag round in months and months. So I'm going to show you 10 flags, and all you need to do is name what that flag represents. So here we go. Flag number 1. So flag number 1, what does this represent? Okay, moving on. Flag number 2. Moving on. Flag number 3. On to our next one. Flag number 4. To our next one. Midpoint, flag number 5. To our next one, flag number 6. Our next one, flag number 7. Next flag is flag number 8. Windmill land. Thanks, Jules. Penultimate flag, flag number 9. And our final flag, flag number 10. If you need to see any again, please let me know in the comments. Otherwise, we'll head on to our answers for rounds 1 and 2. I just got notification that Andrea has subscribed to me on YouTube. Thanks, Andrea. We have 2 and 3, absolutely. So 2 is here. And number 3 is here. Any other requests, do let me know. Otherwise, we'll move on to some answers. Okay, not seeing any requests for repeats. So I'm going to start making my way back through them all. And we'll take a look at our answers for round 1 and 2. Okay, so round 1 was our general knowledge round. Question 1 was, which of these 5 names was not invented by William Shakespeare? The correct answer was Wendy. Wendy actually comes from the story of Peter Pan. Number 2. In which European country is Zeeland, the place that makes New Zealand new, located? Zeeland is in the Netherlands. Zeeland is located in the Netherlands. And number 3. Which of the following is not a lesser ancient Greek mythological deity? Of these 5, it is Hathor. Hathor was an Egyptian god, not a Greek one. And question 3, Hathor. Number 4. Which electrical component is at the heart of every microprocessor, with the modern Intel chip holding more than 1 billion of them? That is the transistor. Yes, Paul, indeed. Good old Stargate. You want to learn your Greek gods, you can do a lot, not Greek gods, your Egyptian gods, you can do a lot worse than watching Stargate. You only get the names, but still. Oh, my camera has frozen. But to be fair, compared to other poses where I've frozen before, that is not that bad. I've had a lot worse before. So, right, there we go, disappeared. While I get the camera fixed. Oh, what does this symbol of 2 letter Fs mean on this sheet music? These 2 Fs stand for I practiced this, and I've got it completely wrong now, but thankfully you can't see me, so it's not so bad. Fortissimo. Fortissimo, or very loud. Number 6. Approximately how many weeks does it take for a baby to be able to produce tears? That is 4 to 13. There I am. Hi, I'm back. That's fixed then. Okay. So, question, I lost count now. Question number 7. So question number 7 was about Alaska, because we've all been looking at maps of the USA. So which one of these 4 shows the true size of the continental United States? Correct answer is C. C shows the true size of Alaska compared to the USA. What's interesting is if you've been looking at any of the maps recently, the standard one that both BBC and Google have been using is A. On most of the maps where it shows the continental United States and then a little box down in the sort of in the bottom corners where it shows Hawaii and Alaska, they generally show it about the size of A, whereas C is actually how big it is. Admittedly, nobody lives there, but it is very big. Number 8. What was the name of the post-World War I intergovernmental organisation, whose principal mission was to maintain world peace? That was the League of Nations. So number 8, the League of Nations. At number 9, which famous artist painted these pictures of the same scene before and after eye surgery? That's Claude Monet. The going theory is that when they performed the surgery, he started to be able to perceive ultraviolet light, which is why the second picture is all in violets. And number 10. In what year did all of these events occur? These events all occurred in 1953. Number 10, 1953. Okay. Add up your scores from the first round and pop it in the comments. Let me know how you're getting on. 9 out of 10. Is that the Monktons? I think that's Emma from the Monktons. 9 out of 10 for the Lockdowners. 10 out of 10 for Susie's team. 10 out of 10 for the Edmondses. Good scores from round 1, everyone. 7 out of 10 for the Whiteheads. Well played. 8 out of 10 for the Hayward Williams. Sorry, Emma, there's a couple of Emmas who watch, so I want to make sure I got it right. 9 out of 10 for the Hazes. Oh, hello to Luke, off sick but still doing the quiz remotely. I hope you feel better soon, Luke. I did read it as 10 out of 10 rather than 10 out of 19, Dad. I have also been drinking, so I know I'll forgive you for that. 7 out of 10 for Team Chewy. It's all pretty close. 3 points between leader and the back of the pack and the front of the pack. Only 3 points separate. Excellent stuff. Okay, so round number 2 is our fun with flags. Our first flag here. This is, of course, Greece. So flag 1, Greece. Flag number 2. I think the crescent moon gives it away a bit. That's Pakistan. Flag number 3. Taking its inspiration clearly from the United States, this is Malaysia. Malaysia for flag number 3. Flag number 4. I did say that it wasn't necessarily countries. I just said, what does it represent? This is the flag of NATO. Flag number 4, NATO. Flag 5. The Pan-African colours shown in Senegal's flag. Flag 5, Senegal. Flag number 6. It's an old one. This is the flag of the former East Germany. Number 7. Tricky one, this is a few like this, but this one is Puerto Rico. It's the flag of Puerto Rico. Number 8. The flag of Windmill Land, also known as Hong Kong. Flag number 9. Hopefully an easy one. Home of IKEA, it's Sweden. And finally, flag number 10. As shares its patron saint with England, is Georgia. The country, not the state. So here are all 10 of those flags. Add up your scores and let's see how we're doing before we head into our third round. $12 out of 20 for David's team. Oh, tough round was it, David? Not a fan of flags. 19 out of 20 for the Edmondses. Very impressive. Oh no, Sam, not a fun round. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. 12 out of 20. Flags, I find, is sort of a love it or you hate it. Personally, I love flag rounds. All over that. 17 out of 20 for the Hazes. Very good. As far as I can see, that is third place. Edmonds is in the lead on 19, followed by the Serious Professionals on 18. And then the Hazes on 17. Excellent stuff. 8 out of 10 for Susie's team. That puts them on 18 as well. Great input from Harry. Well played, Harry. Reduced Lockdowners on 17. Excellent. All very close. All very close. Fab stuff. Okay, so our third round today is Apocalypses of the 2020s. in the mood recently, looking at all the sort of films that I've seen. I'm going to give you 10 clues to films, and in these films there has been an apocalypse of some description which happened in the 2020s. So I'll give you 10 clues, and I'd like you to name the film that the clue describes. 1 point each. So, let's begin. Clue number 1. This 1920s original sci-fi classic takes place in a futuristic dystopia of 2026, which has been divided between the working class and city planners. The son of the city's mastermind falls in love with a working class prophet. So which film does this describe? So, this 1920s original sci-fi classic takes place in a futuristic urban dystopia of 2026, divided between the working class and city planners. The son of the city's mastermind falls in love with a working class prophet. Oh dear, excuse me. Question number 2. The year, 2022. The place, New York City. In a world ravaged by the greenhouse effect and overpopulation, an NYPD detective investigates the murder of a big company CEO in this 1970s landmark. So the year, 2022. The place, New York City. In a world ravaged by the greenhouse effect and overpopulation, an NYPD detective investigates the murder of a big company CEO in this 1970s landmark. Number 3. In 1984, we first met a soldier from 2029, sent back in time to protect a young woman whose unborn son is the key to humanity's future salvation. So in 1984, we first met a soldier from 2029, sent back in time to protect a young woman whose unborn son is the key to humanity's future salvation. Okay, number 4. Released in 2014, a soldier fighting aliens in the year of 2020 has to relive the same day over and over again, the day restarting each time he dies. So released in 2014, a soldier fighting aliens in 2020 has to relive the same day over and over again, the day restarting each time he dies. They will want both names for number 4. I will accept either. Although I have only put one in the slide deck, I will accept either name for number 4. Number 5. Matthew Broderick stars in this 2002 action film, where a brood of fire-breathing dragons emerges from the earth and establishes dominance over the planet of 2020. So Matthew McConaughey stars in this 2002 action film, where a brood of fire-breathing dragons emerges from the earth and establishes dominance over the planet of 2020. Number 6. In 2029, an Air Force astronaut crash lands on a mysterious planet where evolved talking apes dominate a race of primitive humans. So number 6. In 2029, an Air Force astronaut crash lands on a mysterious planet where evolved talking apes dominate a race of primitive humans. Number 7. Space Marines in 2026 are sent to investigate strange events at a research facility on Mars. From 2005, starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. It's for you, Matt. So, Space Marines in 2026 are sent to investigate strange events at a research facility on Mars. From 2005, starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Also for Ollie. That's fair. Thank you, Paul. Number 8. A classic Japanese animated film from 1995. A cyborg policewoman and her partner hunt a mysterious and powerful hacker called the Puppet Master in 2029. So number 8, classic Japanese animated film from 1995. A cyborg policewoman and her partner hunt a mysterious and powerful hacker called the Puppet Master in 2029. Number 9. In a future British tyranny of 2020, a shadowy freedom fighter plots to overthrow it with the help of a young Natalie Portman, released in 2005. So number 9. In a future British tyranny of 2020, a shadowy freedom fighter plots to overthrow it with the help of a young Natalie Portman, released in 2005. Ah, Judy says, I clearly have a different taste in films. I haven't seen all of these. I've seen a couple of them and spotted that they were all happening in the 2020s. And I thought, there's a round in that. And our final one, number 10, Earth, 2024. Set in a surreal desert landscape after the nuclear holocaust of World War IV, a young man and his telepathic dog wander the land searching for food in this 1974 comedy drama. So, final one, number 10. Earth, 2024. Set in a surreal desert landscape after the nuclear holocaust of World War IV, a young man and his telepathic dog wander the land searching for food in this 1974 comedy drama. So that is our final one. If you'd like to see any of them again, please let me know in the comments. Okay, I'm not seeing any requests for seeing any of them again. I think we're probably safe to go on to our fourth round. Okay. So round number 4 is what happens next. I'm going to show you 10 clips from sporting events. And you have to tell me what happens after I clip the video. I will give you 3 options to select from. I'd like to thank Sean for helping me put this round together. Really appreciate it, Sean. So, I'll show you 10 clips. Tell me what happens next. I will give you 3 options. So here is clip number 1.
Well, it looks as if the punches are taking a little more out of Renda than...
Okay, I'm going to play it twice. Here's clip number 1 again.
Well, it looks as if the punches are taking a little more out of Renda than...
Okay, so what happens next? Is it A, that the ref steps in and is knocked out? B, when I say red shorts, that's the opponent in the red shorts. Red shorts mouth guard flies out and is caught by his opponent. Or is it C, they simultaneously knock each other down? So what happens next? A, B, or C? Okay, take a look at our second clip. So what happens next?
For par.
Louis Oosthuizen, king of the swingers. Louis. JB Holmes is his ball is there. Is it
Okay, let's see it again. Clip number 2.
For par.
Louis Oosthuizen, king of the swingers. Louis. JB Holmes is his ball is there. Is it
So, is it A, his ball bounces off his opponent's, giving him a hole-in-one? B, his ball knocks his opponent's into the hole? Or is it C, an alligator bursts from the water, sending the spectators running? So what happens next? A, B, or C? Hello, Miles. Good to see you. Oh, I'm glad you're here. Fabulous stuff. Okay, moving on to our third clip. Clip number 3. Okay, let's see it again. Clip number 3. So, what happens next? Is it A, the ball flies out at a random angle, hitting an unfortunate ball boy? Is it B, he loses his grip on the racket, which is then caught by the umpire? Or is it C, the ball gets stuck in his racket when he tries to return the shot? So what happens next? A, B, or C? So Sean, who helped me put this round together, has said, I have to say, listening to these guys try and work out the answers is excellent. Well, there you go, Sean. You're welcome. So, moving on to our next clip. Clip number 4. play it again. Clip number 4. So, what happens next? Is it A, he misses the conversion, but the ball hits a spectator clean on the head? Is it B, he makes a clean conversion, then his teammates copy his prep move in celebration? Or is it C, the ball bounces repeatedly off the bars, only to be caught by a blue player who scores a try? A, B, or C? Okay, moving on. Clip number 5.
So we'll know in this game how important it is for him to get his side in front against such tenacious opposition like Serbia.
Let's see the clip again.
So we'll know in this game how important it is for him to get his side in front against such tenacious opposition like Serbia.
So what happens next? Is it A, he's tackled and he rolls over and over and over again? Is it B, the goalie protests the foul, not noticing the ball sail past him into the goal? Or is it C, the two players end up entwined in each other's arms after the tackle? So is it A, B, or C? Clip number 6. Short one, this one. Let's see it again. Okay. Is it A, it's a wide ball, but it's caught directly by an audience member? Is it B, the pitcher has to duck as the returned ball takes his hat off? Or is it C, a foul ball, the ball hits a bird immediately after the pitch? What happens next? A, B, or C? Okay. I think we've got our next clip. Clip number 7.
Well, years ago, we talked to Tom Moore, then at Indianapolis, the offensive coordinator.
Another short one. Let's see it again.
Well, years ago, we talked to Tom Moore, then at Indianapolis, the offensive coordinator.
Okay, so what happens next? He's tackled. His helmet flies off and he's confused for the ball. He goes face first into his teammate's backside, fumbling the ball. He leaps over the bundle and heads for the end zone, only to trip over his own feet while celebrating. So what happens next? A, B, or C? Okay. Clip number 8 then. Clip number 8. And let's see it again. Clip number 8. Another short one. So what happens next? The goalie rushes in, only for the ball to bounce off him and into the goal. Was it B? In the tackle, the Tottenham player pulls the other guy's shorts down. Or is it C? In the tackle, the ball heads straight to the right, straight past the ear of the linesman. I said straight twice there. In the tackle, the ball heads to the right, straight past the ear of the linesman. Better. I'm aware that should be technically assistant referee. I'm denied about that as I was writing this. So what happens next? On to our penultimate clip, clip number 9.
You see the number of laps. Right front wheel is. Yeah, and you see the number of laps of Brad Keselowski ran. You're starting to see their hand there, Kelly. On
Clip number 9. Let's see it again.
You see the number of laps. Right front wheel is. Yeah, and you see the number of laps of Brad Keselowski ran. You're starting to see their hand there, Kelly. On
Okay, so is it A? He's going too slow and he stops in an opponent's pit. Is it B? He's going too fast and he runs over his own pit crew. Or is it C? His speed is fine, but his crew are not remotely ready and they fumble all over. So what happens next? A, B, or C? Or Paul says, or D, he pops a wicked sweet wheelie. That's your current working theory. Okay, so when I give you 3 options, you choose none of those and you go for something else. That's fine. Yep, that's absolutely fine. No problem at all. Final clip then. Clip number 10. Short one again. Let's see it again. Clip number 10. So, the Man U player slides straight into his manager, almost knocking him down. The Tottenham player kisses the Man U player on the cheek as they get up, and is carded for it. Or C, the Tottenham player shakes the Man U player's hand after the tackle, and then the manager's too, because he's right there. So A, B, or C. If you'd like to see any of the clips or any of the options again, please let me know in comments. Otherwise, if you're happy, we'll head on to our answers for rounds 3 and 4. You'd like to see number 1 again? No problem at all. Anyone else want to see any again? Well, in the meantime, let's pop back to number 1. So clip number 1 looks like this.
Well, it looks as if the punches are taking a little more out of Renda than...
And the options were that the ref steps in, is knocked out for A, red shorts mouth guard, flies out and is caught by his opponent for B, or C, they simultaneously knock each other out. Knock each other down, sorry. I'm not seeing any other requests for repeats. So it looks like we can head into some answers. Could Faris, the Man U fan, see number 10 again, please? Of course he can. Let's make our way through. Okay, clip. Oh, got ahead of myself. Clip number 10. And it is short, so I'll play it again. Options being that the Man U player slides straight into his manager, almost knocking him down. The Tottenham player kisses the Man U player on the cheek as they get up and is carded for it. Or C, the Tottenham player shakes the Man U player's hand after the tackle, and then the manager's too, because he's right there. And that's clip number 10. Ah, you're welcome. Okay, not seeing any other requests, so let's take a look at some answers to round number 3, which was our apocalypses of the 2020s. So these was our films that need to be identified from their clues. So number 1, the 1920s original sci-fi classic, in a futuristic urban dystopia of 2026. That is, of course, Metropolis. Metropolis. Number 2, the year 2022, the place New York City, a world ravaged by the greenhouse effect and overpopulation. An NYPD detective investigates the murder of a big company CEO in the 1970s landmark Soylent Green. Number 3, in 1984, we first met a soldier from 2029, sent back in time to protect an unborn child who is the key to humanity's future salvation. That is the original Terminator. Number 4, released in 2014, a soldier fighting aliens in 2020 has to relive the same day over and over again, the day restarting each time he dies. It is the action movie Groundhog Day, Edge of Tomorrow. I'll also accept Live, Die, Repeat, because in the packaging they seem very unsure about what the film was called. It is technically Edge of Tomorrow, but I will also accept Live, Die, Repeat. Number 5, Matthew McConaughey stars in his 2002 action film, where a brood of fire-breathing dragons emerges from the Earth and establishes dominance over the planet of 2020. That is Reign of Fire. Reign of Fire. It's not a great film, but the effects hold up reasonably well. Number 6, in 2029, an Air Force astronaut crash lands on a mysterious planet where evolved talking apes dominate a race of primitive humans. It is, of course, Planet of the Apes. Number 7, Space Marines in 2026 are sent to investigate strange events at a research facility on Mars. That is Doom. The film or the video game? It's not good. The game's great. The film's terrible. Number 8, classic Japanese animated film from 1995. A cyborg policewoman and her partner hunt a mysterious and powerful hacker called the Puppet Master in 2029. That is the classic Ghost in the Shell. Number 8, Ghost in the Shell. Number 9, future British tyranny of 2020. Shadowy freedom fighter plots to overthrow with Natalie Portman from 2005. That is V for Vendetta. And finally, number 10, Earth in 2024. Surreal desert landscape after the nuclear holocaust of World War IV. A young man and his telepathic dog wander the land searching for food in this 1974 comedy drama. That is A Boy and His Dog. Number 10, A Boy and His Dog. Okay, that's the end of our third round. So add up your scores. Let's see how we're doing at the halfway point. Could we have a reprise of the meaning of the word classic? In relation to which? Could I ask Dad, where have I used classic and inappropriately? Oh, 5 out of 10 for Susie's team. 7 out of 10 for Chris Hayes' team. Excellent stuff. 9 out of 10 for the Lockdowners. Strong stuff. So, looks like we have the Serious Professionals in the lead with 27 currently. 1 point ahead of the Lockdowners on 26. Oh, 6 out of 10 for the Hayward Williams. Not that. I'm fed up that we only got 4 out of 10. I'm sorry, Dad. 9 out of 10 for the Monktons, putting them level with the Edmondses. Edmondses and Monktons both on 23. Level with Susie. And only 2 ahead of David's team. But Chris Hayes' team, they're 1 point ahead on 24. So there's some serious competition as far as I can see there for 3rd place. In the lead, we've got Serious Professionals, then it's the Lockdowners, then it's Chris Hayes' team on 24. All very close though. Fabulous stuff. Okay, so round 4, what happens next? So I'm going to play you the full clip now, and that will show you what the answer is. So clip number 1.
It looks as if the punches are taking a little more out of Renda than they are Samuels.
Oh, look at that! A simultaneous knockdown!
It was C. They simultaneously knock each other down. So clip 1, the answer was C. Clip 2.
Louis Oosthuizen, king of the swingers. Louis. JB Holmes is as ball as there. Is it going to get round it somehow or other? Oh, no! No! Go on! Go on! Oh, that's unbelievable!
It is A.
Have you ever seen anything like that ever in my
His ball bounces off of his opponents, giving him a hole-in-one. So clip 2, A. Clip number 3.
Got stuck in the throat of the racket.
It was C. The ball gets stuck in his racket when he tries to return the shot.
What happened next?
Clip number 4. Boing, 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 boing. Try. Was C. Ball bouncing repeatedly off the bars, only to be caught by a blue player who scores the try. Clip 5.
Serbia. Oh, Neymar just caught, was he, by Lajic's challenge?
Over and over he goes.
Bench offers one, saying that wasn't a...
It was A. He's tackled and rolls over and over again. Now that one I actually remember because it became a bit of a meme online. And somebody clipped out just him rolling, and then they sort of put it over lots of other things. So like you'd see like a space shuttle going up into the air, and he was sort of rolling along beside it. So clip 5 was A. Wee bowling indeed. Yes, yeah, it was another one. Yeah, I saw that one too. So clip number 6. Ouch. C. The ball hits a bird immediately after the pitch. Clip 7.
Well, years ago we talked to Tom Moore, then at Indianapolis, the offensive coordinator. You got a busted play here, and then
it was B. He goes face first into his teammate's backside, fumbling the ball. This has gone down as the butt fumble. So number 7 was B. Number 8. see that a little bit closer. It's B. In the tackle, the Tottenham player pulls the other guy's shorts down. Clip 9.
You see the number of laps.
Right front wheel is.
Yeah, and you see the number of laps of Brad Keselowski ran. You're starting to see their hand there, Kelly, on how long they can run.
Well, and it sounded like Brad maybe didn't. Oh, and you see he's just hit a crew member, so this is a disastrous stop for.
So it was B. He's going too fast, and he goes straight into his own pit crew. Sending that tyre flying. So clip 9 was B. And finally, number 10. It was A. The Man U player slides straight into the manager, almost knocking him down. So clip 10 was A. If you need to see any of those again, if you missed any of them, let me know. I'll flick back. Otherwise, how are we doing before we head into our final 2 rounds? At the end of the last round, Serious Professionals were ahead by 1. 8 out of 10 for Serious Professionals, putting them on 35. 4 out of 10 for Chris Hayes. Seven out of 10 for the Lockdowners. 7 out of 10 for David Whitehead's team. So Serious Professionals ahead by 2. Ahead of the Lockdowners. Lockdowners only 5 ahead of David Whitehead's team. Susie's team with a very strong 7 out of 10 for that round. Puts them on 30. Moncton's 1 behind on 29. Team cheering on 21. Think we need more alcohol. 6 out of 10 for the Edmondses, just beating the law of averages. 29 out of 40. Which I think is looking like joint 4th place, only 1 point behind Susie's team on 30. Excellent stuff. Okay. So, it's not enough to help us this week. Not enough gin to help us this week. Chris Hayes' team on 28 as well. It's all very close. All very close. Good stuff. Okay, round 5 is all about sequels. As we're in lockdown 2, it got me thinking about sequels. And I thought, yep, there's a round in that. So I'm going to ask you 10 questions about sequels. 1 point each. Question number 1. We are introduced to Jesse, Bullseye and Stinky Pete in which sequel? So question number 1. We are introduced to Jesse, Bullseye and Stinky Pete in which sequel? Oh, my dad's saying here, oh no, lockdown is bad enough. A gin shortage is a real problem. Question number 2. Which Oscar-winning filmmaker launched his career as the director of the illustrious Piranha Part 2, The Spawning? Was it A. Ron Howard, B. Oliver Stone, C. Peter Jackson, or D. James Cameron? Question number 2. Which Oscar-winning filmmaker launched his career as the director of the illustrious Piranha Part 2, The Spawning? Ron Howard, Oliver Stone, Peter Jackson, or James Cameron? The Pluckley contingent report no shortage of gin there. Room for a deal. There's always room for negotiation, especially when it comes to gin. Number 3. How many books make up the Sharpe series by Bernard Cornwell? Is it 6, 12, 18, or 24? So number 3. How many books make up the Sharpe series by Bernard Cornwell? 6, 12, 18, or 24? Question number 4. What is the title of the first sequel to The Three Musketeers by Alexandre Dumas the Elder? Is it A, The Queen's Necklace, B, 20 Years After, C, The Count of Monte Cristo, or D, The Vicomte de Bragelonne? Bragelonne. The E's not pronounced. Got ahead of that. So, number 4. What is the title of the first sequel to The Three Musketeers by Alexandre Dumas the Elder? Is it A, The Queen's Necklace, B, 20 Years After, C, The Count of Monte Cristo, or D, The Vicomte de Bragelonne? Still not sure I've got that pronunciation right. I'm going to look to the French contingent if they're watching. Can you correct me? Ah, Judy, all is well. We have a new bottle of rum. Fantastic stuff. I did have a rum, but I finished it, so I'm on to the beer now. It's actually Three Musketeers Gunpowder Boogaloo, says Paul. I'd probably watch that. Yeah, pass an afternoon. Paul says, be warned, rum will increase piracy in your house by 300%. Yar. Number 5. First we had 28 days later. Next we had 28 what? So question number 5. First we had 28 days later. Next we had 28 what? Judy started us on a sing-song of green bottles hanging on the wall. And my dad makes a comment that it's funny how as the evening wears on, the variety of alcohol seems to somehow matter less. I wonder why. I do remember when I was only in my mid-teens, shortly before Jackie's wedding, and there was a wine tasting to try and decide which fizz would be best for the wedding, and that everyone's scores sort of went up on a progressive curve as the evening went on. Question number 6. What's the title of Police Academy 4? Is it A, Citizens on Parole, Patrol, Citizens on Patrol, Mission to Moscow, Back in Training, or City Under Siege? So what is the title of Police Academy 4? Citizens on Patrol, Mission to Moscow, Back in Training, or City Under Siege? Okay, number 7. Which year doesn't Marty McFly travel to in the Back to the Future trilogy? A, 1985, B, 2015, C, 1905, or D, 1955? So which of these 4 years doesn't Marty McFly travel to in the Back to the Future trilogy? 1985, 2015, 1905, or 1955? Number 8. Where were the passengers travelling to in the second Airplane movie? So, number 8. Where were the passengers travelling to in the second Airplane movie? If people are watching the chat, I thought I asked the question about Back to the Future, and then Paul went "ee," and I assumed he was very excited. But actually, he was just trying to auto-explore one of his units in Civ, because he's currently playing Civilization while watching the quiz, which is a brilliant example of how men can multitask. My dad says, the exchange reminds me of the day I encountered green chartreuse. Chartreuse? I'm going to take that as a warning to not encounter green chartreuse. Chartreuse. I'm not going to get that right. Number 9. Antonio Banderas plays Puss in Boots in which movie sequel? So, number 9. Antonio Banderas plays Puss in Boots in which movie sequel? Apparently, I don't want to know. It's not pretty. Chartreuse. And our final question for round 5. Question number 10. How many Star Trek feature films are there in total? Is it 7, 10, 13, or 15? So, number 10. How many Star Trek feature films are there in total? 7, 10, 13, or 15? I saw an opportunity for a Star Trek question, so I took it. Andrea, have you encountered this chartreuse stuff before? And am I getting even remotely close with the pronunciation? I'd like to know that. That was our final question for round 5. If you need to see any of the questions again before we move on to our final round, let me know. I'm getting it right. Oh no, you have encountered it. Not that I'm necessarily getting it right. You've encountered it once. How do people make these drinks and keep staying in business if everyone's experience with it is so bad? I pronounce it chartreuse. Okay. Right. Oh, sorry, Nina, you want to see number 8 again? That's what that means. Sorry. Number 8. Where were the passengers travelling to in the second Airplane movie? Chartreuse. Chartreuse? Oh, excuse me. Hello, Rich. Good to see you. Do you like my PowerPoint? Okay, right. Let's head into our final round then. Our final round, as is tradition, is our music round, and this time it's reverse verse. I'm going to play you 10 clips from songs, but those clips will be backwards. Half a point for the artist, half a point for the title. I will play each clip twice, as always. If you need to hear any of them again, pop it in the comments, and I'll happily come back. I'll go through all 10, playing each one twice, and then do any repeats that you've asked for. Okay. Let's take a listen to track number 1. That is track number 1. Let's hear it again. That was track number 1. Now, all the tracks I'm going to play for you this evening have something in common. If, when we go through the answers, well, if before, no, sorry, after we've gone through all of them, write down what you think they have in common, and at the end of the answers, we'll check and see if you've got it right. If you've got it right, that's an extra point. So all these songs will have something in common. So when we've listened to all 10 tracks, write down what you think that is. And at the end of all the answers, I'll tell you whether you've got an extra point for that or not. Track number 2 then. Track number 2. That's track number 2. Let's hear it again. That was track number 2. Okay, let's hear our third track, track number 3. Track number 3. Let's hear it again. That was clip number 3. Okay, listen to our next one, track number 4. That was track number 4. Let's hear it again, track number 4. That's track number 4. Okay. So looking to our midpoint, track number 5. That was track number 5. Let's hear it again. That was track number 5. Okay. We're looking to our next track, track number 6. That's track number 6. Let's hear it again. That was track number 6. Okay, on to track number 7. Track number 7. That's track number 7. Let's hear it again. That was track number 7. Okay, so into our next one, track number 8. That's track number 8. Let's hear it again. That was track number 8. Track number 7 again. Yep. When we get to the end, I'll go back to that. No problem. Okay. Ultimate 1, track number 9. That's track number 9. Let's hear it again. That was track number 9. Okay, and our final track and our final question for tonight's quiz, track number 10. That was track number 10. Let's hear it again. And that was our final one. Chris, more music rounds, please. You like that one? I did see your comment. All good so far. Very impressive. So, repeats. I've got 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, and 9. Because Dad said he couldn't hear it, so we'll play that one again as well. So, let's flick our way back and start these repeats. Again, I'll play each one twice. So here is, for Susie's team, track number 1. Yep, I've got 5. I'll pick a 5 up. So here is track number 1. That's track number 1. Let's hear it one more time. That was track 1. Next repeat was, I think Millie has asked for track number 2. So here is track number 2 again. That's track 2. Let's hear it again. Track number 2. That was track number 2. Then going on to track number 5. A few people asking for track number 5, so here is track number 5 again. That was number 5. Let's hear it again. That was number 5. A few people asked for that, so I will pause there for a moment. The next request for Susie, track number 6. Let's hear track number 6 again. That was 6. Let's hear it again. Track number 6. That was number 6. For Susie and for my dad, our next repeat is number 7. Track number 7. That was number 7. Let's hear it again. Track number 7. That was number 7. I can see I've got 2 more repeat requests, which is 8 and 9. Okay, here we go then. Track number 8. That was number 8. Let's hear it once again. Track number 8. And our final repeat request, which was number 9. Here is number 9 again. I think the request for number 9 was a technical problem rather than perhaps not knowing it. But here's number 9 again, just to finish us off. And that was our final repeat. Oh, excuse me. Hopefully everyone is happy with that they've had a chance to hear them all. And don't forget, now is the opportunity when you need to write down what all 10 of these songs had in common for the chance of an extra point. So yeah, don't forget to write down what you think the link is between all 10 of those tracks. Okay. So, that brings us to the end of the questions. So let's take a look at some answers. So round 5 was our sequels round. So question number 1, we were introduced to Jessie, Bullseye and Stinky Pete in Toy Story 2. I think is better than Toy Story 1. I really like Toy Story 2. I think it's my favourite of all of them. Number 2, which Oscar-winning filmmaker launched his career as the director of the illustrious Piranha Part 2, The Spawning? That was James Cameron. James Cameron directed Piranha Part 2. Number 9, how many books make up the Sharpe series by Bernard Cornwell? That is D, 24. There are 24 books. Thank you, Susie. I just think it's the best story. I think it's great. Question number 4. What is the title of the first sequel to The Three Musketeers by Alexandre Dumas the Elder? It is D, the one I can't pronounce correct. The Vicomte de Bragelonne? That one. So 4 was D. 5. First we had 28 days later. Next we had 28 what? It was 28 weeks later. That was the sequel. Number 6. What is the title of Police Academy 4? Police Academy 4 was Citizens on Patrol. I like that one. I remember that one. When I think of a Police Academy film, I think of Citizens on Patrol. I can even hear the music in my head. Number 7. What year doesn't Marty McFly travel to in the Back to the Future trilogy? That is C, 1905. He starts in 1985, he goes back to 55, and he goes forward to 2015. In Back to the Future 3, he goes back to 1885, but he never goes to 1905. Number 8. Where were the passengers travelling to in the second Airplane movie? They were travelling to the moon. They were on board a space shuttle going to the moon. Number 9. Antonio Banderas plays Puss in Boots in which movie sequel? It is, of course, Shrek 2. And finally, how many Star Trek feature films are there in total? There is a total of 13. There are 13 Star Trek feature films. So that is the end of round 5. Add up your scores. Let's see how we're doing as we head into our final round of answers. You know what I mean. 6 out of 10 for Susie's team. That puts them on 36 out of 50. 8 out of 10 for Chris's team, putting them also on 36. Draw with Susie. Monktons had a strong round there. They've got 39 out of 50. 1 point behind the Lockdowners, who are on 40. David Whitehead's team, strong 10 out of 8. 10 out of 8. 8 out of 10. Putting them on 36, but the CS Professionals getting a 9 out of 10, extending their lead, putting them on 44 out of 50. The Edmondses are on 34, a somewhat marked decline from 19 out of 20. So that is a strong lead for the Serious Professionals. 4 points ahead going into the final round. Crikey. That's going to be hard to beat, but there is quite a lot of people bunched up just behind 36s, 34s, 39s, 40s. Yeah, excellent stuff. Okay, so let's head into our final round then, which was reverse verse. So our first one sounded like this. And forwards, that sounds like this. It is Bob Dylan with Subterranean Homesick Blues. So track number 1, Bob Dylan, Subterranean Homesick Blues. Track 2. And forwards, that sounds like this. Is Coldplay with Viva La Vida. Track 2, Coldplay, Viva La Vida. Track 3, sounding like this. And forwards, that sounds like this.
Ground control to Major Tom.
David Bowie.
Ground control to Major Tom.
With Space Oddity.
Take your protein pills and put your helmet on.
Backwards, it sounds like Major Tom is a cosmonaut. Very good, Paul. I like that. Track number 4. And forwards, that sounds like. It is Nirvana with Smells Like Teen Spirit. Track 4, Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit. Track 5. And forwards, that's going to sound like the YouTube blocking. It is the Beatles with A Day in the Life, which is going to get this video blocked because they always do. Nice song though. So track 5, the Beatles, A Day in the Life. Track 6. I think this one sounds pretty much identical, forwards and backwards. Doing well, Chris. And so forwards it sounds like. It is New Order with Blue Monday. Track 6, New Order, Blue Monday. Track 7. a personal favourite of mine. Let's hear it forwards.
Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just up?
It is Green Day with Basket Case. Track 7, Green Day, Basket Case. Track number 8.
It wasn't easy, but nothing is. No. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need
Blur, Song 2 for track number 8. Track 8, Blur, Song 2. Track number 9. And forwards.
I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo.
It is, of course, Queen with Bohemian Rhapsody. And finally, track number 10. As Paul said, we'll have a gin drink, we'll have a rum drink. When we are tub thumping with Chumbawamba. I like that one. So here are all 10 of those tracks listed there. And that brings us to the end of our final round. So add up your scores. Oh, hang on. Just before we add up our scores, put in the comments. I hope you've all written down what you think links those songs together. As an extra point, put it in the comments what you think links all these songs together. And not having heard the answers, what you wrote down earlier. See if anyone's got that. For a bonus point. What links these songs together? Anyone? MH awareness? I hadn't noticed that. Change of name of singer? Nope, not what I was going for. First number ones, all male singers, they all got to number 1. Nope, Friday the 13th release date. That was clever, but nope. Either number 1 forever or used for sports events? Nope. See, these are all really good things, which I'm now going to save and use for future rounds. Highest selling singles of the year album release? No. What links all these songs together is that they are all in round 6 of Robin's quiz tonight. Judy, you're absolutely correct. They are, in fact, all in round 6 of Robin's quiz tonight. They aren't B-sides, no. These are all songs where the song title is not in the lyrics. None of these song titles appear lyrically. A lot of what you said was better than that. But I thought that was interesting. So, add up your scores. Susie, that's cleverer, but technically I was right. What was your one again, Susie? You have to remind me. It's called all male singers. Okay, that's true. You are technically correct. I think I missed some scores early up. I'm going to have to scroll up. Can everyone put the, if you've put your scores already, can you put them up again for me just so I can see? Lockdown has got 9.5. What did the CS Professionals get? Has anyone, did they drop the ball? 9.5 for the Hayward Williams. Well played. 49 out of 60 for the Monktons. 45 for Susie's team. 40.5 for the Hayward Williams. They're still good scores. 46, happy with that. What happened next killed us. What happened next is a hard round. I do think it's a bit of a 50-50. It's a 33% on that one because you have 3 options. So 44 for the Whiteheads. Good scores, everyone. Sort of mid to high 40s. It's good stuff. Edmonds is 42.5. Bit like an England batting collapse, slightly revived by the tail enders. 9 out of 10 for the CS Professionals, getting 53, winning them tonight's quiz. Well played indeed. But well played, everyone. I've had a really good time. I hope you've all enjoyed it as well. Great to see you all as always. And well played indeed. Again, our next quiz will be in 2 weeks' time. So looking at the diary, that's going to be on Friday, November the 27th. Miles, yes. Yep, songs in reverse. It gets me around the New Zealand copyright up until I play them forwards at the end, because I bet you that my recording will be blocked because of that Beatles song again. There's no Katy Perry for you this time, Matt. I can't put her in every week. Okay, everyone, I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Hopefully, when we next meet in 2 weeks' time, we'll be coming to the end of this second lockdown, and we'll be looking forward to a fun Christmas. And you've got a few quizzes to go before then. Have a great weekend, everyone. I'll look forward to seeing you all again in a couple of weeks. So, I'm going to, hopefully, if I've... Nope, I've misclicked. Put my slides active again. There we go. So, thank you all very much for playing. I'm glad you all enjoyed it, and I'll look forward to seeing you again. Yeah, Nina, Christmas quiz. Of course there's going to be a Christmas quiz. My first quizzes I ever used to do back in the office were always Christmas quizzes, and that's why there's always a music round, because Christmas music is fantastic. There will be lots of dancing for that one. Absolutely promise you. So, with that to look forward to well, how many quizzes is that going to be? Let's have a look at the diary. So, we'll do next one will be the 27th of November. Then it will be the 11th. Then the next Friday is actually Christmas Day itself. I don't think I'm going to do a quiz actually on Christmas Day. So we'll have to have a look and see between now and then what we're going to do. But there'll be a quiz around then. Don't you worry about it. Absolutely. Okay. Thank you all very much for playing. And I'm going to ask Lewis again to take me out. Take it away, Lewis.
It's Robin's quiz, starring Robin, got a green screen and a PowerPoint with lots of knowledge. It's Friday night, starring Robin, grab your husband, wife, or kids, it's time for answering questions. I just hope there's no Star Wars out tonight. Robin's quiz. soon to tell. I'm quite damn sure that I'm on my way to hell. At least that's what my father said. And I may not believe in God, 'cause the whole damn thing seems pretty odd to me. I don't know what to believe. I don't think that we're supposed to have the answers. I can't imagine thinking everything I know is right. Tell me where's the room to grow. I'm only human and I'm trying my best to value truth more than I value having peace of mind. I won't lie to myself, but listen to me when I say everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. I don't pray, but we'll live to see another day. Yeah, everything will be okay. And I may not believe in God, 'cause telling lies seems pretty odd to me. It's okay to have uncertainty. Open minds are what we need. Though it's too soon to tell, I'm quite damn sure that I'm on my way to hell. At least that's what my Bible said. And I may not believe in God, 'cause the whole damn thing seems pretty odd to me. I don't know what to believe. I don't think that we're supposed to have the answers. I can't imagine thinking everything I know is right. Tell me where's the room to grow. I'm only human and I'm trying my best to value truth more than I value having peace of mind. I won't lie to myself, but listen to me when I say everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. I don't pray, but we'll live to see another day. Yeah, everything will be okay. I may not believe in God, 'cause telling a lie seems pretty odd to me. It's okay to have uncertainty. Open minds are what we need. Though it's too soon to tell, I'm not quite sure that I'm on my way to hell. That's just knowing I believe. Maybe I will find some peace.
You can be my guiding light. Keep me company in the night. That's all I need. All I want is for you to stay a little longer now. With arms around